I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because
in one of the most talked about moments of the year, Bronny James, son of NBA legend LeBron James, took to Instagram Live to confront sports commentator Stephen A. Smith. The dramatic encounter came after weeks of tension, sparked by Smith's critical comments regarding Bronny's position in the NBA. Stephen A. Smith, known for his outspoken and often controversial opinions, claimed that Bronny's success was largely due to his father's fame and legacy, rather than his own skills. This remark, which many fans felt was unfair to Bronny, set the stage for a heated IG Live exchange. During this live session, Bronny, who has worked tirelessly to carve his own path in the basketball world, defended his abilities and shed light on his personal journey. The showdown has since gone viral, with fans eagerly discussing who had the upper hand. Stephen A. Smith is one of the most well-known and polarizing figures in sports media. With his strong opinions and often blunt commentary, Smith has made a name for himself as a go-to personality on ESPN's First Take. His take no prisoners approach to sports analysis has earned him both a loyal following and a fair share of critics. When it comes to Bronny James, Smith has been vocal in his belief that Bronny's entry into the NBA was more a result of his father, LeBron James's legacy, than Bronny's individual talent. He argued that Bronny's place in the NBA was a direct consequence of LeBron's stardom, despite Bronny's work on the court. These comments stirred controversy and drew backlash from fans and players alike. Bronny himself decided it was time to address the remarks directly, leading to the dramatic IG Live confrontation. Bronny James has faced immense pressure from the moment he decided to follow in his father's footsteps. Born into a basketball dynasty, expectations have always been sky high for him. However, Bronny has worked hard to establish his own identity on the court. His performances at Sierra Canyon High School and subsequent entry into the NBA have shown that he is more than just LeBron's son. Despite his undeniable skills, Bronny has often been unfairly criticized for his presumed advantages, particularly the assumption that he only made it to the NBA because of his father's fame. Critics like Stephen A. Smith have argued that Bronny's NBA position isn't solely a result of his hard work, but rather his family connection. Yet Bronny's dedication and performance on the court paint a different picture. He has spent countless hours refining his game, demonstrating that he's earned his place on his own merits.
Night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for the first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do, I am rooting for Bronny James. It would be cruel to root against him. It's a wonderful kid. I wish him nothing but the best.
The tensions between Bronny James and Stephen A. Smith didn't happen overnight. Over the past year, Stephen A. Smith made several comments on First Take, suggesting that Bronny's NBA career was due to his father's influence rather than his own talent. Smith's remarks ignited a firestorm of debate among fans and analysts alike. While many defended Bronny, pointing out his natural skill and hard work, Smith's words created a narrative that overshadowed Bronny's personal achievements. LeBron James, already a global icon, has always supported his son's basketball aspirations, but Bronny's path has been one of dedication, not entitlement. This buildup of criticisms, coupled with Smith's comments, eventually led Bronny to take action. In an unfiltered IG Live session, Bronny finally addressed Stephen A. Smith's remarks, bringing the conflict into the public eye. The confrontation quickly became a defining moment in their ongoing exchange. During the highly anticipated IG Live, Bronny James didn't hold back. In response to Stephen A. Smith's previous comments about his place in the NBA being solely due to his father's legacy, Bronny firmly defended his work ethic and his journey. He called out Smith for overlooking the countless hours he spent training and competing at a high level, insisting that he wasn't handed his spot just because of LeBron's success. Bronny pointed out that his talent and determination were the real reasons he had made it this far, emphasizing his growth as a player independent of his father's influence. The tension was palpable as Bronny directly addressed Smith's narrative, challenging the idea that his father's fame was the only reason he had the opportunity to play professionally. Fans watching the live stream were captivated by the raw emotion and directness with which Bronny confronted Smith's criticism, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing conversation. In his response to Stephen A. Smith's criticism, Bronny James was calm yet firm, defending himself with clear conviction. He acknowledged the massive shadow of his father, LeBron, but made it clear that he was not relying solely on his dad's legacy to make his mark in basketball. Bronny emphasized the work he had put in on the court, from early morning practices to the countless hours spent refining his skills. He pointed out that his journey had been filled with the same struggles and challenges faced by other young athletes trying to make it to the NBA. While he respects his father's achievements, Bronny stressed that he's not using his dad's fame as a crutch. Instead, he's using it as motivation to prove to himself and others that his talents can stand on their own, independent of LeBron's name. The public reaction to the Bronny James versus Stephen A. Smith IG Live confrontation has been nothing short of explosive. Fans across the globe tuned in to watch the showdown, and the commentary flooded in from every angle. Some fans supported Bronny, applauding him for finally standing up for himself and proving that his place in the NBA was earned, not given. They praised his maturity and focus on his craft, highlighting his individual achievements. On the other hand, Stephen A. Smith's supporters argued that his critique was simply tough love, and that it was meant to push Bronny to exceed his limits. However, the majority of fans felt that Bronny's defense was justified and were impressed by how he handled the situation. The debate continued to trend on social media for days, making the exchange one of the most talked about moments in basketball discourse. The IG Live confrontation with Stephen A. Smith has had a significant impact on Bronny James's reputation. While some might argue that he's always been in the spotlight due to his father's stardom, this moment proved that Bronny is ready to carve his own path. His assertive defense of his work ethic and talents resonated with many, particularly young athletes who face similar challenges of being judged based on their family background. This public confrontation has elevated Bronny's status not just as LeBron's son, but as a rising star in his own right. As for his future career, the exchange may have motivated him further to prove his worth, pushing him to strive harder in every game. His response has earned respect from both fans and fellow players, setting him on a trajectory that promises more recognition for his skills and accomplishments on the court.
No woman wants a broke-ass dude, right?
I'm not broke. We rich.
Don't say we. You didn't put in the work, I did. You understand? You got to earn your own stripes. By the way, you're going to be able to tell her, honey, yo, we rich, we rich. She's going to be like, what do you do?
What you think they saying to Bronny James? I'm the Bronny James of the media.
Well, he's only 19. He's only 19, 20. You're the Bronny James of the media.
Yes.
How are you the Bronny James of the media?
Because you walked me through the door. We here. I'm on TV. I probably don't belong, or people feel like I don't deserve to be, but it is what it is. You my uncle, and I'm here. Bronny James. Number 55 draft pick.
After the IG Live confrontation, Stephen A. Smith was under pressure to address his comments about Bronny James. Known for his unapologetic style, Smith eventually issued an apology, acknowledging that his remarks may have been harsh. In his apology, he clarified that his intentions were never to undermine Bronny's talent, but to offer constructive criticism, as he has done for countless athletes in the past. Smith expressed respect for Bronny's potential and the hard work he has put in to reach the NBA. However, the apology didn't completely satisfy all fans. While some accepted it as a genuine reflection of Smith's regret, others felt it fell short of fully acknowledging the impact of his words. The controversy surrounding the comments and subsequent apology highlighted the fine line between tough love and unfair criticism, especially when it comes to an athlete who is already under intense scrutiny due to their family background.
So I'm going to address the Stephen A. Smith situation real quick. I basically told him we can throw down right now in front of everyone. Let's have at it. Me and you, one-on-one in the middle of the court. And of course, that uncle refused. He don't have that R like I do. I'm him. I was about to give him that Draymond Green special and send his hairline back even further.
The IG Live confrontation between Bronny James and Stephen A. Smith will likely go down as a defining moment in the ongoing discourse surrounding the young athlete's career. What started as a heated exchange over his place in the NBA turned into an opportunity for Bronny to assert himself, proving that he's not just living in the shadow of his father, but building his own legacy. The incident has sparked conversations about the challenges young athletes face when they come from famous families, and how their achievements are often undermined by the perception of privilege. Stephen A. Smith's comments, although intended as tough love, opened up an important conversation about fairness and the pressure athletes like Bronny face. Moving forward, Bronny's career will likely continue to evolve, but this confrontation has solidified his position as a rising star, who can stand up for himself and his place in the sport. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Bronny James versus Stephen A. Smith confrontation, make sure to subscribe for more coverage on the latest sports drama and insider moments. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the stories shaping the future of basketball and beyond.